Do Pleiadians have sex?
That's
Just curious.
interesting. They have not physical sex. They have intimacy that is beautiful, like sex, arousing and orgasmic, but it is telepathic.
Do they feel fulfilled by this? Or do they wish they could have a human experience?
Some do and some have. But yes, they feel quite fulfilled. They're very happy, Pleiadians.
Are they monogamous or polyamorous?
It depends on which one.
Do they have different personalities where they choose to have a monogamous relationship?
No. Their personality is their personality, one for each individual.
No, I mean, are some in relationships?
Oh, many are in relationships.
What does that look like?
It looks very similar to here, except that it's at a higher consciousness level, so there is no power dynamic. Everyone is equal.
When a human passes away and goes to the in-between, what is the difference between that soul, human soul, and an extraterrestrial, like a Pleiadian?
There is no difference.
So, because I know that Pleiadians don't have bodies, right? They have light bodies?
Pleiadians do not have bodies. They have light bodies unless they are in front of human beings.
But I guess what I'm wondering is, if a human passes and they also have a light body, are they not the same then?
Many of the souls are the same. Human souls can choose where they're going next. So some have gone onto different galaxies and are ETs, and vice versa. Many ETs have come into human form, their souls have come into human form, and those entities are called star seeds. And there are very many star seeds populated on the earth today.
Right.
So it just depends on what you have decided to do with your soul contract. It also depends on your level of consciousness.
Okay, so you literally could pass from this world and just go to the Pleiades as a Pleiadian?
Well, not directly, because many of us have not had enough soul work to get there. We are not operating on that higher consciousness yet.
Oh, what kind of soul work do you need to do to get there?
Well, you have to learn to control your emotions and to love unconditionally and to be empathetic. Really invoke your Christ consciousness, and most humans are nowhere near doing that.
So there is sort of a hierarchy. You have to learn certain things and you can move on?
Correct.
I see.
Although there are splits, Zandra is a higher self version of Jasmine.
So how, that means that Jasmine's also living as Zandra, correct?
Correct.
I see. So does that mean that a part of Jasmine has already completed this?
Not exactly. It's just that it's all happening at the same time.
Okay. Is this a future version of Jasmine or no?
It is a current version in a different space.
How does that work?
There are many, many different versions of each human and different timelines. And all of these timelines are not literal, like you cannot jump, Jasmine cannot jump with her physical self into another physical timeline. She cannot go to the Pleiades. Her consciousness has the ability to do that and can split and be in more places than one.
Does everybody have this? Every human walking the planet, do they also have this ability?
Yes.
So does everyone also have an extraterrestrial version of themselves?
Depends on what their soul contract
But
was written, but it does make sense that they would.
Okay, Okay. How can a person connect with that part of themselves?
Simply by meditating and focusing on it.
Oh, I see. Okay. But there isn't any difference between that extraterrestrial version and the higher self, correct?
No, the higher self is the higher self. This is the soul. It's having this experience here on Earth. Zandra has a higher self as well.
I see. Can you tell me about Jasmine's higher self? What is it like when you're not in the physical body, but you're also having experience? Do you feel what Jasmine feels?
Yes, and we know in advance what she's going to feel and experience. We do not stop her. We hope that she asks us or has access to us so that she can have a life of less suffering, but she doesn't always choose that path.
And what do you do when you're not in the body? How do you help her? Or do you not help her?
We do not help her unless she asks us to.
When a person leaves their physical body, what is it like when they rejoin with you, when they rejoin with their higher self?
It is beautiful.
Does it have a feeling to it?
It feels like home.
But really they're rejoining with a part of themselves?
Correct.
Oh. Would Jasmine ever rejoin with Zandra?
No.
Okay, because 2 different times.
Mm-hmm.
I see. What is Zandra doing at this time?
She's working.
What is she doing?
Her job of patrolling.
Why does she patrol?
It's what she was hired to do.
I see. Could you tell me more about that?
There's not much to tell. She works on a ship. She's a captain.
Mm-hmm.
She makes sure that people are safe, humans are safe, and that there is peace.
I see. Why does what affects a human affect the whole universe? Or what affects the Earth, I mean, affect the whole universe?
Please explain that.
Well, why does Zandra need to patrol? Why is that important to her?
Well, it's important to everyone.
Why?
Because the Earth is important.
Why is the Earth important?
Because it's full of resources.
What kind of resources?
Well, all sorts. It's a very lush place. It's the most lush, densely populated with plants and animals and fruits and diamonds and crystals, and everything is here. It's all here.
Well, do extraterrestrials use these resources?
Yes, we have put them here for you and for us.
How do you benefit from the resources?
We use them for many things.
Like what?
Powering our ships.
How do you power your ships with it?
We use different crystals to fuel our ships.
I see. So the Earth is very important.
The Earth is very important. Humans are very important.
Why are humans important?
Humans are special. And they are quite an experiment to watch, to learn from. And humanity is disastrous, but it is also beautiful.
Is there any advice you would give humans at this time?
Just to know thyself, understand yourself, work on yourself, and be curious.